Before we begin tonight's journey, I have a little quiet news. The Bedtime Scientist books have just arrived. They're filled with gentle science, soft wonder. You can find it on Amazon. Now, welcome to the Bedtime Scientist. Tonight, we're going to discover learning about something that we're afraid of can take the fear away. Thunder and lightning can be loud, can be sudden, and if they scare you, you are not alone. It's okay to be afraid of something. Sometimes it's hard not to be. But tonight with me, you have nothing to be afraid of. There will be no loud noises. There will be no bright flashes. Tonight we're going to learn the science behind thunder and lightning. We're going to use knowledge to turn fear into wonder. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Close your eyes and listen, not to my voice, but to your breathing, to the hush of the space that you're in. Outside, perhaps the air is changing. Sometimes before a storm, you can feel it. The world grows still, and the air carries that clean, earthy scent, the smell of rain on dry soil before a single drop has even begun to fall. It is a moment of paused anticipation, as if the air itself is waiting for a great release. Tonight, we're traveling not with our feet, but with our minds into the heart of a storm to understand its beautiful secrets, not as something to fear, but as the sky's electric lullaby. It all begins in a place you cannot see. High above, in the gray expanse of a cloud. Imagine that cloud now. Not a simple puff of white, but a drifting kingdom stretching farther than your eyes could ever see. A whole landscape in the sky with misty valleys and billowing mountains. Inside this floating world, a graceful, invisible ballet is taking place. Tiny, jewel-like ice crystals move downward, heavy and unhurried, while lighter, suspended pearls of water are lifted upward on the air. Billions of them rising and falling in a constant hushed dance. As they pass one another, a whisper of energy is traded. A single invisible particle, called an electron, moves from one to another. The falling ice crystals patiently collect these particles, while the rising droplets give theirs away. It's a slow, quiet sorting, happening over and over millions of times each second. Slowly the cloud divides. The top grows light, filled with positive energy. The bottom grows heavy, weighted with a negative sigh. The cloud now holds an immense tension, a vast battery in the sky. And like all things in nature, it yearns for balance. And so it lets go. It releases a glowing thread of pure energy, a bright, silent stitch of light that reaches for the earth or across the sky to another cloud, finding its balance again. This is lightning. And in its very first moment, it is completely soundless. It is not an act of anger, but of equilibrium. The skies exhale written in light across the dark. But if the light is born in silence, where does its deep voice come from? For the brief, impossible instant lightning exists, its path through the air becomes hotter than the surface of the sun. This sudden heat makes the air expand, rushing outward in a powerful wave that rolls and ripples through the sky. That is thunder, the sound of the air parting to make way for the light, then rushing back together again. It's the sky's deep, steady voice, announcing the work it has just completed. When the lightning is close, that sound reaches you all at once, a sharp, sudden clap. But when it's far away, the sound has a long, winding journey to make. It softens as it travels, tumbling over hills and through valleys, bouncing off the undersides of distant clouds. What began as a crack becomes a long, low rumble, an echo of an echo. It is the sound of distance itself, a quiet assurance that the power is far away. And within that sound, we can find knowledge. The storm is sharing a gift. All around us, even in this room, the air is filled with an element called nitrogen. Every tree, every flower, every blade of grass needs it to grow. But in this form, it's locked away. They cannot use it. Lightning is the key. An incredible energy. The incredible energy of that silent flash unlocks the nitrogen, combining it with the air to create a natural fertilizer. The raindrops gather this gift, and as they fall, they become millions of tiny messengers, carrying nourishment down to the earth, to the thirsty roots of those plants. The storm is a gentle gardener, tending the world with every gleam and every rumble. Take another deep breath in, let it out. Close your eyes and imagine you have a perfect place to watch the rain. Maybe it's a cozy room with a wide window, or a covered porch where you're curled in a soft chair, wrapped in safety. You can smell the clean, wet earth and the damp wood. You can hear the rhythmic tapping of rain on the roof. A quiet flash of light illuminates the world outside for just a heartbeat. It erases the shadows for a single motionless moment. The clouds above you glow silver and violet. The leaves on the trees are shimmering. Raindrops cling to the railing like tiny beads of glass. And you wait. You know its secret now. You count slowly, breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you hear it, the deep, rolling voice of the sky, arriving like a gentle wave, not a warning, but a comfort, the sound of the world, the sound of the world being fed, the sound of the sky finding its balance. Lightning flashes again, a little closer this time. The counting is shorter. 1, 2, 3. And then the thunder arrives sooner. This is how distance speaks to you. A gentle game of light and time, reminding you that you are safe, a witness to something amazing. Imagine that you are floating high above the world, looking down from the tranquil darkness of space. From here, the storm looks different. The clouds spread out like a vast white blanket over the sleeping curve of the earth. From within them, lightning flickers. From this great height, we don't hear a sound. We see a pulse of light spreading through the clouds like a thought passing through a mind. It is the steady beat of the atmosphere, a quiet reminder of the invisible, life-giving work always happening below. And before you drift off to dream of soft rumbles and dancing light, I want you to know something about you. Your mind is a wonderful thing, so full of curiosity. And I like your mind just the way it wonders. I'll be back again soon to wonder more with you.